All right, guys. So this is your video on how to register your Connect code and then what the smart books and stuff are all about. Now, my end looks very, very different than what is going to happen with you. Don't make this harder than it is. It's not difficult if you just follow the prompts, okay? You do not have a textbook per se that it's not in your hand. It's not a hard copy of a textbook. What you have is a code. Now, let me back that up. If you bought the code from the bookstore, hang on to everything that they gave you. I don't know if they gave you an actual like cardboard card. I don't know if they put your code on your receipt. So hang on to everything. Don't throw everything away. Hopefully it's a card, because then that's a little bit easier. If you did not purchase from the bookstore, and you don't have to purchase from the bookstore, you can purchase your code directly through our class. Now, a lot of you have like financial aid and things or scholarships that dictate that you have to purchase your books through the school bookstore, and that's fine. Go ahead and do that. If you don't, and you can just purchase from wherever, please do not rent the textbook code. The code is registered to someone else. Don't do that. That I cannot guarantee that something that is used is going to work. And quite honestly, this is a new edition of the book. I've only used it one semester in the summer. So there's not old codes out there. If you purchase something from a previous edition, it will not work. Do not rent from Chegg. Do not do any of that. If you purchase the wrong thing, I can't fix that. So either purchase the code directly from the bookstore, or you can purchase it directly through the class. Now, let me also say, I don't make any money if you guys purchase it through the class. From a teacher standpoint, it is a heck of a lot easier to purchase through the course, because all you're going to do is click and purchase and everything is registered. Those of you that have purchased a code from the bookstore have to enter a code that is like, letters and numbers. And, sometimes it's a capital I when you think it's a lowercase L. It's just craziness. Now, some of you may be concerned that books are not cheap and you are concerned about being able to afford all of your books. This course, you can actually get a 2-week free trial. All of you can, whether you purchased your code or not. You can get a 2-week free trial of the textbook and Connect system and all of that, to give you a couple of weeks to be able to get the money together, or for the bookstore to get more codes if that's the case, or for you to get permission from your scholarship to purchase it, whatever. So it's up to you. But with the free access, a week maybe, like by next Wednesday, the end of the first full week of class, I don't anticipate the free option being there. It doesn't last very long. So if you even think that you're going to need to wait a week or two to be able to purchase your code, just go in and get the free access and go from there. Now, all of these options, whether you have already purchased a code from the bookstore, you're going to purchase it directly through the course, or you need free access, you start the same place. I will say that the textbook tends to be $10 or $15 cheaper if you purchase it direct through the course, but it's totally up to you. I think this is the course. One of them does and one of them doesn't. I can't remember if it's this class or if it's the child development book that does allow, if you're purchasing through the course, does allow a option to pay for PayPal. Otherwise you just need a credit card. So, all right. Now I'm not going to be able to show you how to do this because I'm already linked up. Let me try something here. I'm trying something real quick to see if it'll let me. Oh, it might, maybe. I'm in student view for a second and I'm trying to see if it'll show me what you guys will see. Okay, it will. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to actually share my screen with you. So let me back out of there. So let me share my screen. I can only show you part of it, but then I will walk you through the rest of it. Because I'm already registered, I can't register again because I can't. I'm not a student in the course, so I can't do it again. But I can show you kind of how everything works. So this is our homepage that you see. The easiest way to do this is to scroll down where you see connect. Okay, it's this last icon here on the left hand side. Click on that. Okay, now you do this for all options, whether you already have a code, you need to purchase a code, or you're doing 2-week free trial, the step is the same. Okay, so you're going to end up getting this thing that says, let's get you started by registering and joining your class with Connect. You will only have to pair your class once. So what this is going to do is it's going to force you to register. And this is where I can't do it because I'm already registered. My computer will acknowledge, it should, that I'm already registered. Oh, yes. Okay. See, so it sees that I'm already registered. And no, the registration when I'm doing this is not open. I have it starting on Wednesday. But you're going to get to a screen like this, and it's going to ask you to register. So this is where it's different. I'm already registered as the instructor. It recognizes my computer, so it won't let me show you from a student standpoint. But it's really easy. Don't make it difficult. What you're going to do is you're going to get a thing that says register. Go ahead and register. So I'm going to get out of this because it doesn't matter now. Register, give your information, register with an email, whatever. And what that's going to do is it creates a connection between my online course and your work that you're going to do in Connect. Connect is a system through McGraw-Hill that makes sure that when you're working in the McGraw-Hill Connect stuff, when you get a grade, that grade goes back to Canvas. So all it's doing is connecting the two systems. So register, let me stop sharing for a second. So register your name, do all of that, and you're going to get in there and you're going to see a couple of options. You're going to see a spot that says enter your code. So if you already have purchased a code from the bookstore, find it and enter the code. If you make a mistake, it'll say it's invalid. Mistakes are like it might be an uppercase I, but someone thought it was a lowercase L. So try a different thing. Sometimes it's a confusion between, is it a capital O or is it a 0? If it's a capital O, it's really, really round. A 0 is kind of more oblong, like egg shape. But if you enter something wrong, it'll say that it's an invalid code. Go back and enter it again. The code is not invalid if you bought it from the bookstore. So if you purchase from the bookstore, click on the spot that says enter a code. Purchase. Now, you do not need to purchase a hard copy of the book. Everybody, regardless of your option here, you all have an ebook. Please do not purchase a textbook. It is going to add another $100 and some to your bill that you don't probably want this time of year. If you really, I think. Wait, let me see if I before I open my mouth. No. Okay, I thought I had an old textbook and I don't. I don't. Okay. I left those at Northern when I left, so I apologize. Don't do that. If you really want a textbook, go to like Amazon or Chegg or something. Look to rent it, but it's a brand new edition. Again, a hard copy is not required, but I do know that some students like hard copies. Honestly, you can buy an edition older, even probably two. The information will be a little bit different as far as the setup and data, but Piaget is Piaget is Piaget. You know, and Erickson and all of the basics are there. But you don't need to purchase a textbook. If you're going to purchase through the class, purchase the Connect Access. And it should say like Connect Access with ebook or something like that. That's what you're going to purchase. If you keep looking in the options, there will be an option for a free trial. If you need the 2-week free trial, click on that, but you are not purchasing. It gets a little confusing in there that it implies that you want to purchase the free trial, but it kicks you back to purchasing a code. So no, if you're doing the free trial, no, you don't want to purchase because you're doing the free trial. So all of you would be at that spot, whether you are entering your code, you are purchasing online through our course, and you're going to purchase it right there, or you're going to get the 2-week free trial. Those of you that are doing 2-week free trial, don't worry. When your 2 weeks is up, the system will not let you back in, and it will prompt you then to purchase a code. I think you can also enter a code. It'll prompt you, and you can't enter a code until the 2 weeks are up. Okay. Don't make the registering of the code harder than it is. Just click on that connect side or that connect icon, register, follow the prompts, and then you should be linked. Okay. Hopefully you won't have any trouble with that. Most of the time, if you just take your time, it will be fine. Okay. So once you are in Connect, so let me do this. So once you're registered and everything, you can poke around in there, or you can get back out and go back to our Canvas page. So once you are all registered, where you're going to go and what you're going to do in there, your exams. So exams will jump you to the Connect system. And the smart book assignments is what you're going to do in there also. You have a smart book assignment for every chapter in the books. You have 20 of them. Each completed chapter is worth 10 points. So here's what you do. When you click on one of those and it's chapter 1, and it will launch and it will take you to Connect. I'm sorry, my computer's being really, really slow today. Sorry, it's like watching, grass grow. There we go. Okay, now when you go in, it's going to go to a different place. I'm in the instructor spot. So you actually are going to go to your link will go to this as soon as it comes up. It'll go to the Smart Book. Smart Book is where you're going to read and then you're going to answer questions. Okay. The questions answering is what gets you the points. Now, don't worry about this. I'm going to fix this. I don't know why it's 5 hours. So I will fix that. So Smart Book Assignment Chapter 1. Now I've already been in here because I started this video already and then my computer was not happy. So what do you want to do? You should read and then do questions. Now I've already done some of these, so it's going to take us back to a little spot here. When you click read, you're going to jump to the book. Now this is your online book. If you had a hard copy of the book in your hand, they would be page for page exactly the same. Okay, so you're not missing anything by not having a hard copy of the book. If you like audiobooks, there's a little thing up here that says read aloud, and the system will read to you, which is awesome. I love that. It is actually one of the reasons why I continue to use McGraw-Hill. I've had visually impaired students in the past, and the read aloud is huge because it helps them read the book. So I applaud McGraw-Hill for that. And again, I don't make any money from you guys using McGraw-Hill. Okay, so you scroll down and you read now. I honestly think they're a little heavy on the highlighting. Is it important? Yes, but they don't need to highlight the whole book. Honestly, I would ignore the highlighting. I would just ignore it because I think it's kind of crazy actually. But you go through and you read and you read and you read and you read, you read, you read, you read, you read, you read, read some more. Okay. And when you've read enough and you think you want to start some questions, you can go to questions. Now, I will tell you that students in the past have told me it is easier to read the whole chapter, then do the questions, than it is to try to do the questions as you go. This updated version, so again, this is a new, it's a new edition. It does some things that actually I kind of like. If you're going to try to go in and just answer the questions without reading, it won't let you do that. If you start missing questions, it's going to suggest that you go back and read some more. So it's kind of nice. So what you're going to do when you get a question, you're going to go in here and say, okay, the traditional approach to the study of development emphasizes, oh, let's see, how about development in the utero? No. And I'm going to say my confidence with this is really low. Well, of course not. Okay. Changes from birth to adolescence is traditional approach to the study of development, usually just went up through adolescence. Okay, I got it wrong. It's okay to get questions wrong. Totally okay. I do not see the answers to these. And you still can earn full credit by making mistakes. Now, okay, I don't know why this is. So I can now read about this. I got it wrong. So it will jump you to the section in the book that talks about that answer, and it will highlight it in blue. And you can read and go, oh, okay, that's what they meant. Now you can go back to the questions. Okay. And you can go on to the next question. And which statement about a human lifespan is true? The maximum lifespan is 100 years. And I'm going to say I'm kind of medium confidence. That's wrong. Okay. Maximum human lifespan has not changed since recorded beginning of history. Oh, the first one is the answer. Okay. So you can, it was a little confusing there. So I don't want, I'm not sure what's going on here. So now my answer is incorrect. And it's telling me you must move on and review a resource for this question before you can go on. It will not let you go to next question. It will not let you go back to reading. It's going to force you to go back and review a resource about this topic, which it's not doing. Why is it not going? There it goes. Oh, select a concept. Oh, I see what it's doing. Why is this being weird here? Oh, read about the concept. Sorry. So see, the upper is 122. It has not changed since the recorded beginning of history. Okay, now you can go on. So what happens is sometimes students think they can go in and just do the questions. It's not going to let you do that. It's going to force you to read the book. So go on to the next question. Okay, life expectancy in the US has increased as a result of which of the following? Now, sometimes these are multiple answers. So medicine, nutrition, I would say those three. I'm not sure about fewer accidents, maybe, but that's, I'm going to say medium. Oh, perfect. See, my answers are correct. Okay, so now you can go on. Now, see where it says, I now have 1 of 168 concepts completed. I already did this and answered things wrong on purpose. And then that's when my video cut out. The concepts, don't worry about so much about the concepts. It's general ideas. You may have more questions. You might get a whole bunch of questions right. And all of a sudden you go from 1 concept completed to 20. It just depends. The key with this is do them and do them honestly. It's going to force you to read if you're wrong consistently, and mark your confidence down here, because once you're done, it's going to give you an option to do a review, or what they call recharge. And that's going to go off of what you missed, but also what you were unsure about. So it really starts to create a personal type of a study guide for you. Now, if you also think that you're going to go through and just kind of half do these or not do them at all, and then all of a sudden you decide, oh, I'm giving up a lot of points by not doing them, and I'm going to start on chapter 8, that is a bad idea, because this system is kind of creepy in that it learns what you know as a student. It learns what you know. So if you always get stuck on Freud, every time Freud comes up, it's going to ask you more questions. So what happens is a lot of times students start to compare themselves to other people, and they realize that, Timmy only had half of the questions that Tommy had. Well, that will happen because it becomes a personalized system. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. Oh, I actually got it right. Okay. So once you get things right, then you answer questions. Then you can go back and you can jump back to the reading. Now, I didn't actually read, so it's taking me back to the beginning, but it should take you back to the spot where you were. And then when you read more and you hit 2 questions, it will take you back to where you were. And when you get out of this and you exit assignment, it will take you back to Canvas. And when you get back in, it will pick up right where you left off. Okay. So don't panic. You're not going to lose points by, I'm going to stop sharing now. You're not, it's going to take you back. It will save your progress. So that's kind of a little bit about the Connect system. It's not hard. Just go slow and follow the prompts. And then, make sure that you get your code registered. This is an online course though, and I'm telling you, everybody needs access by Friday. If you're not sure and you don't have time to purchase your book, get in there and do a 2-week free access and start working. These are going to take you a while. Now I'm going to go in and edit a couple of things because some of those are a little bit long. But if you will do these legitimately as you go this semester, they're going to get shorter in the time period that the time that you spend. So it is in your best interest to do them and do them honestly. Also, there are 20 chapters at 10 points apiece. That is 200 points. The smart books are 20% of your grade. Blowing them off definitely drops you down an entire letter grade. Okay. All right. I think that's actually all on that. So I am done rambling in your ear for now, and I will talk to you guys soon.